Now, from the Free State to the Western Cape, hundreds have been left destitute following 3 devastating shack fires that ripped through informal settlements as Phola Park, Masiphumelele and Dunoon. Many have been rebuilding their homes, salvaging what they can from that blaze. Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi is in Masiphumelele and joins us now. Nasiphi, good morning once again. Now, many of those are picking up the pieces with regards to that they've lost in the shack fire, but some are also now planning burials for loved ones that they've also lost.
Well, indeed true. I mean, we went from Phola Park, which is devastation and heartbreak, to even more, where we now stand in Masiphumelele in Fishhook, where 3 people lost their lives due to Saturday's fire, which gutted a number of shacks, including a formal structure here. 3 people losing their lives. We do understand that 1 person was badly injured and taken to hospital. But to talk to us more, perhaps in regards to what caused the fire, I'm joined by a resident here, and I'll just try and get next to her. Siswam, thank you so much for ixesha lakho. What is the cause of umlilo lo that claimed 3 lives and 1 person fighting for their lives in hospital?
Umlilo siswam uqalwe likhendle. Umuntu uye walala elayite ikhendle. So uqalwe likhendle. So kuye kwatsha indlu yakhe kwabe ngalalesi ngaba busuku bangalamini kwakukho umoya uyaqonda. So kuye kwavutha i-upstairs liyana, kwavutha izindlu eseback, kwavutha i-next door ezi-2 because yalo mlilo le yenze njalo.
Ikhandlela elisiswami, is it because umuntu engenambane or ibi-load shedding?
Ibi-load shedding lasekhaya because load shedding ebangela uba kube kuyavutha uyaqonda loo nto.
Lives have been lost, abantu balahlekelwe as well. Talk to us about izinto that perhaps that people might have lost. We see that obviously izindlu zitshile nempahla apha, but what else?
Abantu ngasekhaya khange bakwazi ukukhupha akho yonke into akho nto umuntu ukhuphileyo, abantu balahlekelwe. And sikuJanuary ngoku uyaqonda loo nto le. Njengoba sikuJanuary nje sizawuthini ngabantwana bethu? Sizawusokola, asiyazi uba sizawuthini ngoku. So into esiyicelayo siyacela uncedo labantu, abantu loo nto banayo basinike yona because kunzima ngakuthi ngoku.
Siswam, I'm sure you're aware that this is not the only fire that occurred in just a brief space of time. Masiphumelele, Phola Park, Philippi, Dunoon, and other parts as well. What do you think could be the reason behind all these fires that are occurring during this period particularly?
Mnasekhaya andifuna uxokisela ndingathi yi-carelessness yabantu, abantu aba-careless abacingeli abanye abantu, uyaqonda loo nto leyo, because awunowulayita ikhendle uthiwa gqiba ulale, uyaqonda loo nto leyo.
And then in terms of fee assistance, I mean, obviously you've asked for assistance, but psychologically, ninjani, mentally, how are you doing?
I'm not right. Andikho right sizandifuna uxokisela. Andikho right, sene-trauma. Because it is the first time this child zange ndatshelwa, and the right to do.
I mean, we were just speaking off camera that about a couple of months ago, just weeks ago in November, we were here meters down the road for another fire. Masiphumelele is known to be a fire-prone community. What do you think residents can do to avoid situations like this?
Abantu like uhulumende asincedise like inansika because le nto lena yenziwa nansika zii-candle, sometimes yenziwa zii-flame ne-load shedding ndiyayidibanisa nayo because le load shedding yeyona yona isitshitsayo because even akwaZulu i-load shedding nalapha kuthi ngenxa ye-load shedding urhulumente makabe ngathi ikhona into ayinika abantu abahlala ematyotyombeni akhe izindlu ezana aphume umuntu etyotyombeni because ayikho le nto siphilayo. Enkosi.
Thank you so much. One of the residents there obviously explaining to us exactly what was the cause of the fire, which was the candle, and highlighting that carelessness is behind perhaps the reasons why we're seeing so many fires, particularly during the festive season, and calling on government to do better in regards to building homes, but also looking into load shedding, as she's saying that when the fire occurred, it was during the load shedding period shared, and the people who have sadly passed away had lit a candle and unfortunately fell asleep, as she did mention that one person is currently in hospital fighting for their lives. But this is basically how the community of Masiphumelele, who lost their homes, ushered into the new year when that fire ravaged this small community.
All right, Nasiphi, absolutely devastating to see some of the effects of load shedding could really seep into our communities in this way. That's Nasiphi Same out in Masiphumelele, the informal settlement that was ravaged by fire this past weekend.